I'm Wendy Kopp, and I'm here with Veronica Palmer, the co-founder of Rise. So Veronica, tell me, what led you to Rise?
My grandma grew up in the projects, was involved in a gang when she was very young, and got pregnant with my dad when she was in high school. She still has her gang tattoos to this day, and just really woke up one day as like, there has to be a better way. She went back and got her GED. Then she eventually got her bachelor's and her master's from DU in social work. I was a Denver Public School social worker for 25 years. So that one decision she made to pursue an education completely transformed my family for generations to come. Seeing that power of family engagement and investment in education just showed me I need to do this for other families.
Did you bring that into your work?
Yes. I was a 2006 Los Angeles Corps member. I taught in Linwood Unified and had a phenomenal experience as a third grade teacher. And the statistic that always weighed on me is knowing that they use third grade reading scores to determine how many prisons might be built. And I knew that I had my students for 180 days. But who is that stakeholder that will have those children, has had them, and will continue to have them for the rest of their lives? The families. So I really thought deeply, how can I invest my families to really make sure that they're their child's #1 advocate, so that when I'm done with their child for that 180 days, that education and empowerment continues long beyond that 1-year impact.
Amazing. So, I mean, we've clearly seen over the many years that teachers who are most successful are engaging the parents of their kids as partners. So what led you to the idea of a separate organization that would, and how exactly will Rise work in relation to schools, I guess?
So there's a lot of organizations who provide education, but no action. So families, you know, learn about what they can do, but they don't know how to take that education and turn into action for their child's education. We really believe that families, they themselves should define the change that needs to happen, and we help catalyze that change through our families by engaging them around the issues they think are most important to change, educating them about the school system, and then empowering them to lead that change.
And so you're really taking, it's really a community organizing approach.
It's a grassroots approach of meeting our families where they're at so that they themselves can lead the change they want to see.
I hear where your passion for this is coming from, but why go out and start an organization?
There are not many people doing this work that reflect the community. Being a woman of color, literally being from the community, but also ethnically, and sharing the socioeconomic status of our families is very important. One of our very first principals that we partnered with, Lisa Jones, said, I need Rise Colorado at my school because you look like my families.
And how's it going so far?
We're at 5 schools, and we've only been on the ground since September. So we've gained quick traction, but we want to make sure that we sustain and that we don't spread ourselves too thin.
You know, we see these schools that have 30% graduation rates or 10% student proficiency rates. And a city will decide we're going to shut down this school, maybe for financial reasons or for performance reasons. But because, you know, it's hard to let go of the school in your neighborhood, like we see lots of protests around that decision, but we don't see lots of protests around the fact that we have 10% proficiency rates or 30% graduation rates. Why do you think that is?
I'll say that I feel like there's not a lot of the protests around the low graduation, low proficiency, literally because families don't know. And I know that sounds crazy. What do you mean families don't know? When their kid doesn't graduate, well, they then know when it's too late. There's a lack of access to critical information about how the schools are performing, about even understanding where should my child be performing. So my strong belief is that families are the sleeping giant. Once they understand what's happening and the inequity that is ensuing and the low graduation rates, low proficiency rates, they will rise up and start protesting.
And a lot of people think that the reason that we have these issues is because the parents don't care or aren't engaged. I mean, what's your view of that?
Yeah, that actually really hurts me. I have seen parents take strong actions. In Los Angeles, a dad started his own Angry Birds reading group after he went to our Parent Opportunity Gap night.
Wow.
Another mom started a homework club where she helped the kids complete their homework and taught other parents how to help their children with homework. The homework was getting done, it was at a rigorous level, and it was helping supplement what the teacher was doing in the classroom. Absolutely, parents care. We just have to do a better job of meeting parents where they're at and bringing them in a way that's culturally relevant, responsive, and comfortable for them.
Great. Thank you so much, Veronica. I love the conversation, so thank you.
Thank you, Wendy.